Hi everyone, I'm Jess with Life Force Energy. How is everyone doing today on February 24th, 2022? My goodness, what we've been going through. What are we growing through, Vibe Tribe? This is our time to find our identity and to start exercising all the gifts that we've had as a child and growing up to be the adult that we are, our intuition, that way that we would just know things or we would sense things or we just looked at life in a different perspective. Thank goodness you're all here and existing on this planet today because my goodness, what have we been going through? Well, let's go over a couple things. This is my energy report for today on February 24th, 2022. Now, I know things don't look great right now. We've been talking about this for quite a while. So I did put a list here to share with you just a few that I can recall. I know I have more videos in the past that explained about what was going to happen, and here we are today. It's happening now. Now, I believe in one of my, about 4 months ago, I did a YouTube video called Scary Dreams Halloween Special because I wasn't sleeping. I was getting downloaded with all this information, and I was talking about, it's about like 4 months ago, and I was talking about how Spirit came to me and said, winter is coming, darker stages are coming. We were going to see issues with regards to fuel. We were going to see economy shifts. We're going to see people going through some major health and other versions of changes that are not going to be something that we're normally used to seeing, but it will start manifesting very soon. And I did talk about scarcity along with division and the warfare that was happening. Now, I had talked about it on a warfare front, only also on the spiritual level, but let's talk about it right now in regards to what's happening on our physical plane. Woo! Y'all, did you notice that? As soon as that portal activation happened, did you see how we were having weather shifts? And I've been talking about for months. They were talking about weather was going to be insane. We had like I think about 11 states under like a huge winter warning. Our state was one of them. Uh, we also saw that we are now dealing with war, which we've been talking about that Spirit was showing me for quite a while. So I did put some videos there to share with all of you that is on our link now. That way you can go back, refer to, and start seeing how you want to game plan to take care of yourselves as we're transitioning on this planet. What did I get today? Divine says, evolve, be illuminated. Well, I looked up evolve because I wanted to go into a little bit further. Those who work with me know about words. Words have power as we speak. There is frequency behind it that carries a certain energy. And as we would call it spelling, we know that spell is a form of incantation through our words of emotion and feeling and projecting it out. So let's talk about evolve. Evolve means to advance. It's about moving forward, to progress. It's about developing gradually, and it's from a simple way of being to a more complex form. You notice that's what we're going through. We were so accustomed in 2019 to be in a very matter of fact, we've been doing our own thing for quite a while. We went from simple to now a more complex in the past 2 years. And so what I'm being told is that this evolution must take place for the illumination to take place as well. So here is what Spirit wanted me to share with all of you. Be the change you wish to see in this world. And it is time for you to illuminate and vibrate at a higher levels of consciousness. The old distractions, the old way of living, the old patterns of your lifestyle will no longer serve you. You can keep trying to go back to it, and then you're just going to feel like you're in this loop, almost like a Groundhog Day, and you won't be able to move upwards until you move outwards. So I wanted to share that with all of you. Now, I am being told that there are warriors of this universe that are currently on this planet and new souls that are coming forward to assist us as the years will continue to evolve because we're in this huge planet ascension and change of rebirth and death. And so we've seen that since 2020 that death and rebirth has been quite significant, and it will continue to be so as the theme for the next few years. Here is what Divine is telling me. You are all those that are here and that are called to be the warriors of the universe. Get your butt out into the fifth dimensional frequency now. Like, how do I do that? There are different methods of being able to hit into the fifth dimension. I'll tell you by grounding, shielding, clearing, and then connecting to the fifth dimensional through your spirit guides. You could also use also connecting through your higher self and also connecting to divine source intimately and one-on-one. We are being told ego is a huge issue right now. Huge. Ego is good. So like the parts of our ego is necessary for you and I to wake up, for us to get our to-do list completed, to accomplish certain achievements and goals, to be motivated, to get where we need to be. So there is always, like, again, the duality. However, the unhealthy ego is the unhealed ego part of people staying and remaining in their old thought patterns and their emotions and behaviors that have not really served them in a manner that it's uplifted them, it's actually brought them down. So what's happening on the planet is that because there is a warfare of light against darkness, there is this constant battlefield that we're seeing of shifting and tug of war is what I would like to call it from what I'm seeing on the energy front. Now, what I'm being told is that this war must happen for us to transcend. What? I know, right? This is your opportunity, my wonderful warriors of the universe. This is the time for you to transcend above this war, and it's time for you to rise into the highest heaven of energy. Now, we're looking at seventh plane of existence. For those who have studied and worked with the quantum energetic field, seeing that the seventh plane of existence is connection to divine creator, is entering before, going before divine, and asking for illumination, enlightenment, and wisdom, and understanding, and intelligence, and awareness. This is where you're going to tap in. So if you're not familiar, this is your time to start getting into meditation. This is your time to start getting into more into energy work, start reading, start studying, self-healing. It's very important. And so those of us who are left behind, what are we going through on a physical and metaphysical front? Oh my gosh, are you guys feeling it? I feel like I was telling my husband and a couple of my vibe tribers, like, I'm like the Flash. I feel like I'm doing this. I feel a lot of solar plexus chakra movement here. I was getting earlier today, a lot of throat chakra work is being done. Listen, healers, the warriors of the universe, you are all being challenged even greater. Why? Well, the reason why is that we're being trained right now to support the collective. So we are being challenged, we are being strengthened, we are being granted new tools, new abilities that we have to hone in. No one else can do that for us but ourselves. So people can come into our paths, give us messages, give us tools, gives us workshops, gives us activations, but we are the ones that have to do something with it. So listen, warriors of the universe, it's time to take up your tools and start using them. This is what we were preparing for. Now, what we're seeing is that not only is the war happening, as we found out with Russia and Ukraine, but really let's talk about what the war is at. The war is happening in the collective's consciousness within ourselves. So the areas that we have been avoiding and trying to run away from, you can't anymore. Have you noticed that? You tried? Your little methods that you used to use to try to cope, it's not working. You can't, because we can't stay in the same place. It's funny, people want change, but they don't want to change. So in order for the changes to happen, changes happen in the inward and the outward experience. So what I do want to share with all of you is, where is this war at? And so Divine wanted me to share with you, where is the war energy that we're seeing? Well, this is what I got. The war energy is in relationships. You notice that whether it's family or friend or business, just in relationships in general, because the people are not in war with you. They have the war within themselves, so they don't know how to distinguish it, and then they get confused, and so they think they're at war with you, but they're really at war with themselves. Have you noticed that? The other areas of war that's also being affected is in our workplaces. Whether it could be people that you work with as your co-workers or those who are above you that have greater authority and power. You may have noticed that the warfare has been there as well. Now, what we're also being told that the war is also happening in humanity. Now, I've been seeing that since I was a kid. I mean, for one, being a dark color skin, Latin, multiracial woman, unfortunately, I've dealt with people's discrimination and prejudices and treating me in a manner that was less than even second class, that I wasn't even human. So we've had those issues anyways, but you've noticed that it's gotten brighter. Remember what we had, like we were having with the riots in the land, and people were fighting amongst each other because of the history of pain and destruction that has happened to others that are human, just because we have different skin tone or different belief systems that, other humans think that they have the right to eradicate another, and we don't. But that war has been there. The other part that Divine was telling me that the war was also mostly it's within the self. So, in order to end this conflict, Divine says we must start cooperation and compatibility and participation, because the war and the ego is creating competition, segregation, disassembly. It is creating conflict and chaos. So, we got to check ourselves. Number one, where is our emotions? Where are our thoughts? Where are our behaviors? Where are our patterns? Are we being self-destructive? Are we hurting other people because we're in a self-destructive mode? We got to pay attention. Divine kept saying, tell the collective to pay attention to themselves and stop looking at everyone else. Start paying attention to within themselves so that they can see how they are creating conflict within themselves and or conflict with others. So check it within yourself. Scan yourself. The war is happening. There's nothing we can do but to conjure up peace. And in order to deal with war, we got to live in the level of love, because that's a higher vibration. A lot of you come in. What do we check for? For your emotional, vibrational, frequency, resonance number. What have you been dealing with before you came in for a session? And it will tell us the story of what you're emitting as your emotion and energy frequency outside of your body and how it influences your environment. So if you're going through something like anxiety and fear, or you're going through apathy or despair, it's showing up in your body, but that means it's also influencing how it affects in your environment amongst the people that you interact with. So Divine is calling us and said, literally, I thought it was so beautiful. I thought about the old, I think it's Beatles, all we need is love. Dun, 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 dun. That's what Divine was telling me today. The world needs love. That vibration will supersede and override and delete and destroy the level of energy of fear. We must embody unity and oneness, is what Divine was sharing. So be illuminated, my friends. Yes, I know it looks dark out there, but that's why you're all here. Okay? Because it's your light that must shine bright to cast that brightness onto the darkness so that the darkness can no longer hide. We must face the shadows. We must face the lies. We must face the truths that we are pretending aren't there. I always think of when Divine starts showing me these things, I feel like reminds me of a kid, and I'm using my Reiki, magazine, but it's no different. If you were like a child when you're in your bed and you were afraid of the scary monsters that you would see, or maybe the sounds that were going on in your house because of the dysfunction, some of us kids would just take the blanket and go like this. We don't hear it, we don't see it. And we're doing that again. Now I understand why. I see it. I see it in all of you that are coming in. I'm going through it myself. And so Divine wanted me to share with you all to pay attention, get your houses in order. Remember what we had talked about in regards to your food supplies. Listen, you don't have to be psychic. Let's go back in the historical levels in regards to when we had war. What was affected on the planet? Economy, fuel, food. Okay, so what you have control of that you can start working on right now is your how you're going to feed yourselves. Can you grow food? I got myself a tower garden. I haven't shared it because I've been so getting ready and busy for the portal activation. I have like a journal in my phone that I will be uploading photos soon and be sharing my journey in hopes that it'll inspire each and every one of you, for someone that has no clue, total city woman, okay, to now having to learn back to the basics so I can live a thriving, healthy life. And I wish the same for each of you. So though I'm coming to you guys about these energy reports about what's happening on the levels of existence, it's to get you guys ready. It's like when the alarm clock wakes us up for the day. So let me look at you guys right now as I'm the energy alarm clock. Let's wake you guys up today. Let's get you guys ready. So here's a couple things I wanted to do. I'm going to be doing an informal. This is a lot for like my healers. It looks like a lot of us healers are going through like a lot. I know a lot of you may not be healers, but on a subtle energy field, you are all affected. Well, us healers are affected in a very deep level, physically and metaphysically, emotionally, mentally, I mean, we are being challenged and strengthened, and we're being placed in some training processes that are a bit overwhelming. A couple times of some of us were like, I tap out. I was one of them. And it's because it's heavy when you see and know things and feel things in a way that is so heightened that other people can't understand. And then we're trying to share it with everyone else, like, please pay attention. So it can get a bit overwhelming. So, my healers, I send you so much love. I'm going to be doing something really informal. You guys can reach out, text me, or email me. Preferably, if you can, just text me. If you're interested in joining a call, I'm just going to be getting in and just no event. This is just a meeting of the minds. A lot of us like to share what we've been seeing visually, and then we start putting our visions together so that we can see a greater picture for the collective and for ourselves. So we know how to support all of you and support our own families, and mostly important, supporting ourselves so that we can be there and intercede on your behalf. So what I'm going to do is anyone that's interested, I'm looking at a Monday. I'm also looking at Friday morning that I can be open. So Monday morning or Friday morning, I can be open if you're interested in joining a call. Again, it's just a meeting of the minds. This is just to inspire and encourage and just to compare notes, what we're seeing, so that way we can see what's really going on right now on an energetic level. So I'm going to go ahead and just send some Reiki to all of you because I really feel that we need it. And all of my Reiki practitioners, there's a reason why you guys got ignited with Reiki. This wasn't just for your own blessing, but for the blessing of the planet, because the more of us healers that are on this planet, we're like pinned in different locations on this planet to do the work that we're doing. Because you see how many people are on this planet? Do you know how vast this planet is? Why there's got to be many of us to do the work that we're doing? Because there's so many more people that will outnumber us. Okay, so we got to rise up to the occasion. So I'm going to go ahead and send Holy Fire Reiki to anyone who watches this. All you got to be is, I am open, able, ready, and willing and eager to accept and to receive this beautiful healing energy to support my life force energy now. Beaming it out to all those who are able, ready, willing, and eager to accept and to receive this beautiful Reiki healing energy to balance, to restore, to renew, and to relax, and to inspire each individual as you see fit, Divine Creator. Divine Creator, Creator of all that is, it is commanded that each being who witnesses this video today, that you will treat them energetically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, energetically, to grant them overall happiness, that they can enjoy, even as there is conflict around us, that there is not inner conflict, that they have happiness within themselves, and that they can get the most happiness experiences out of life. Thank you, Divine Universe, that each and every person that is witnessing, accepting, and receiving this, that they too are part of a beautiful, massive change on a history level and everything else in between. Okay, thank you, Divine Creator. For now, we are going to be treating the chakras, energy systems, adrenals, in each being that is accepting or receiving this healing energy. Help them to know and to feel and to sense the subtle energies and to notice what you want them to notice now. I want you all to take a nice deep breath in, 3 deep cleansing breaths. Divine is telling me, breathe into this process. Divine says, breathe into it. Thank you, Divine Universe, for Holy Fire Reiki, and these beautiful energy modalities are here to treat and support each person in a safe way that is comfortable and smooth. Smooth over any and all vibrations that may have holes or tears or rips and leakages in their fields. I want you all to take 5 big, deep breaths now. Divine Creator, creator of all that is, of the holy fire Reiki and these beautiful energy frequencies of the fifth dimension and higher of the highest, purest realms, continue to treat each person in the perfect way, in the perfect order, with these positive, massive changes in the history level in each being, in their core belief systems, in the safest and most perfect way for them. Thank you, Divine Creator, that you treat each intention and entreat each intention of emotion of each person with grace and with ease, and smooth it over to the emotion that is more comfortable and good for them today. Treat them in whatever needs that they need to be treated now. Take another 5 deep, big breaths, my dear friends. For the divine is doing beautiful energetic work throughout the physical and metaphysical body. Thank you, Divine Universe, creator of all that is. Continue to do a massive change on the history and core belief systems of each being who witnesses and accepts and receives this healing energy transfer today. Ground all parts that needs to be addressed today, including memories. 1, 2, 3, ground. Grounding them now. Thank you, Divine. They are deeply rooted. They are grounded. We are anchoring their life force energy to the center core of the earth, for they are stable, safe, secure, deeply rooted, and grounded. Divine Universe, upgrade their life force energy to be increased for a healthier version of themselves, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, energetically, in all aspects of their life. Continue, Divine Creator, to treat all parts and memories and emotions between now and the next time that you continue to treat them. Thank you, Divine Universe, for you are reinforcing their memories with positive belief systems on the historical and core belief systems, and positive emotions that are supporting each person more and more every day and into the future. Thank you, Divine Universe, for coming forward to assist each and every person today and helping us all to process. Thank you, Divine Universe, for you support us in all as well, for you are saying that we will continue to process whatever way is perfect. And we are ready for us to see, to feel, and to be our highest version of ourselves. Thank you, thank you, thank you, for it is done. For it is done, for it is done, for it is done. And now I shall witness each and every being's personal power, energy, effectiveness, and social identity is clear to them. Thank you, Divine Universe, for giving them a healthier self-esteem and happiness, even as things may be uncomfortable. Give them the power, the strength, and the faith to make the decisions that's necessary, even when the choices and decisions can be uncomfortable. Support them, empower them, protect them, shield them from any and all evil, from negativity, in their sleep, in their wake, wherever they may be or go, in any dimension. May they be blessed, anointed, protected, and shielded from any and all evil. And thank you, Divine Universe, for the blessings bestowed upon each soul, upon each illuminated being, upon the universe's warriors. Protect us, bless us, and anoint us today, and continue to do so each and every passing day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For it is done, for it is done, for it is done. And now I shall witness. And now shield their energy field with what color aura do you want me to use? Yellow. Bringing forward yellow auric healing energy rays for everyone who witnesses this video and accepts it on a soul level. May they receive it with grace and with ease for the highest and greatest good. Thank you, Divine. We are now filled, enveloped in yellow auric healing energy rays for our highest and greatest good. That's right. Divine, activate that life force, that solar plexus chakra, and increase our happiness, that even when things look uncomfortable, Divine, we are able to move forward in our light and be the illuminated beings in this times of darkness. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is, and so shall it be. And now I shall disconnect from the energy fields. And using my amazing portal activation one now. because we need it during this portal activations. All right. Well, thank you, Vibe Tribe, for joining me on this energy report. Divine just literally had me just channel as per usual and to share what was coming forward. And again, warriors of the universe, come on through. It's time to hit up on the fifth dimension and to serve others in the level of the vibration of love. So, thank you again for watching. Wishing you all love, insight, and healing. Many blessings to you all. Bye bye.